Alright guys, happy Tuesday. This is going to be a walkthrough tour of the County Line Station, which, as you can see, there's Park Meadows Mall right there. Before I even start this video, I do have one wish that RTD would do to this station. I wish this station would be renamed to, or expanded to be called County Line Park Meadows Mall Station, because of course you can see the mall right there, and it would be very helpful for customers here in the Southeast Corridor to know where Park Meadows Mall is. So I recommend RTD would do that. We're actually going to go up the stairs and take a look at the bridge right there, but where you can see the park and ride over there, which is where the parking lot is to this park and ride. But as you can see, but I'm actually not going to go down to the park and ride. We're actually going to walk around through the bridge and tour the rest of the station for this video. The view up here is very beautiful, as you can see. We're at the top of the stairwell here at County Line Park Meadows Mall Station. You can see I-25 right there, and Rocky Mountains in the background looks so beautiful. And then you can see the elevators right there. And this is actually a long bridge, but we'll walk across it so you guys get this great view. We're above I-25, as you can see. And hopefully you guys can hear me because traffic is quite loud up here. It's a great view, and there are a few cars parked there. That's surprising. This park and ride, by the way, is one of the least touched park and rides, where I believe that in the coming years it'll be developed eventually. And this is such a great view of I-25, as you can see right there. Then across the station you can see some apartments, hotel, and some businesses, and some businesses right here, but not that much retail on this side, to the east side of I-25. So here's the parking lot to County Line Park Meadows Mall Station, but unfortunately buses don't serve the station. You can see right there, you can see some BART right there, which is really nice. But surprisingly, only a few people still use this parking lot, where this part of the parking lot where it's empty, as you can see, would get redeveloped. But we'll see when that actually happens. I'm now going to be pausing the video till we're back to the other side of the station. Stay tuned. Alright, so here we are back at the platform of the station. As you can see, there's a train arriving right here. That is the R line heading to Peoria Station. You can actually see people going to the airport right here, which I'm glad the R line serves Peoria Station. It's still considered an airport train since it leads to the A line, where passengers can transfer to the A line to the airport. So let's watch this one leave. And those are the new SD 160 cars, as you can see, what this R line is using. Here's the signage right here at County Line Park Meadows Mall Station, and you can see the R line. It says E and R line to Ridgegate, but I do hope that hopefully by next year, when RTD completes a system optimization plan, that the R line would serve Ridgegate Parkway like it did before the pandemic. And behind that, of course, behind that black vinyl tape was the F line that was discontinued 3 years ago. Here's the main station sites with the station name. That should be called County Line Park Meadows Mall Station. That's what I'm really encouraging RTD to do with the station's name, because like I said, Park Meadows Mall is right there. This should be expanded. The name should be expanded to be called County Line Park Meadows Mall Station. Here's the northbound side of the station, as you can see. You can see the E line to Union Station, the R line to Peoria, and you can barely see the old signage behind the new signage. The E line to Union Station, the F line to 18th in California, and most importantly, the original G line that ran between Lincoln and 9 Mile. That line is to be remembered. Rest in peace, original G line. That line was only operational for 2.5 years, but then it was discontinued because of low ridership. So here's the west side of the station platform. And these windows really got to be cleaned. You can't really see anything. Well, you can barely see if you peek through. And that's the only bus that serves this station, the 402L2 Mineral Station. These windows got to be cleaned because it's so foggy, as you can see. So here's the Park Meadows Mall side of the station. And overall, this station has lots of elevators. There are 2 elevators right here, 2 elevators over there, and 2 elevators over at the Park and Ride right there. So here we are at the ground level. And I would say this is one of my favorite stations because of the design. So here we are outside of the station. There's the bridge right there. And I love the bridge over I-25. Most of the southeast corridors after south of Southmore Station have those sky bridges right there, which is really nice. Here's the 402L right there. I would say there should be more buses to connect this station. There's an E line heading to Union Station right there. And here's the E line right there. And those are one of the small buses on RTD system. You can see how it's not that long, not that wide, as you can see. But as I can hear something, you can hear the E line leaving. You just heard the bell. Here it is leaving right there. And here's the station sign with the station name right there. That should be renamed like I wish. This concludes the video. Hope you guys enjoyed.